Welcome back, everybody, and today we'll be taking out the G.91 R4. It's the same as in the tech tree and same thing for Italy. It just has a really cool skin. And it used to be quite good when it came out. And because missiles worked different back then, uh, there was something, the Israeli premium that was in the French tech tree before Israel got at it. Was kind of similar to this. I think they were both the same BR. And the missiles used to be half decent for AIM-9Bs, but that was at a way earlier period. But let's check out something real quick. You need to know if you do have this or you get the tech tree version is don't install the new boosters. When you're doing somewhat hard turns, like pulling over 6Gs, this will snap your wings. And I've tried it a few times. I've been trying to get some good games to show you guys this. It There's been some up tiers. That's one thing I've noticed. You don't have flares. You're relatively slow. You can get up to 1,000 kilometers per hour, but that's in a straight line on the deck for like a solid minute. You're really going to hover around the 800 to 600 area. But hey, you've got combat flaps at 600 and under. It's got a lot of AOA, for what it is. You do get 4 usable missiles, and I'll say that lightly. You only need 9 minutes of fuel because subsonic. But yeah, if you can get behind somebody within about 1.5 kilometers and launch a missile, you have a decent chance of hitting them, depending on how fast they're going. Now, if it's something like a MiG-15 or a Sea Vixen or anything that's got a lot of acceleration, you're probably not going to hit them, especially if they decide to hit the deck and just, go forward. Speaking of MiG-15s, I may take that out later to show you guys how much load. That is the premium Bis-ish, I think. It's got the little weird pylons on it. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I'm not seeing any AV-8s and things of that nature, which I have been seeing. So, you get 1,200 rounds of machine gun ammo. I take ground target ammo because it doesn't really matter what you're taking. You've got to do some really good shooting from them to work. Pretty good kills. So, yeah. And I'm not even going to lie, the main reason I even got this jet is look at that skin. It's so cool looking. I need to turn down the volume on my headset because last night when I was trying to record Play My Buddy Dope made my in-game volume was atrociously low. I turned up my headset volume, so let me turn this down some, like blowing my ears out. Another G.91. A little close there, he's trying to fly in formation. We'll turn on our New Year's. But yeah, this is still a relatively fun aircraft to play. You're not the fastest. You're not going to be the best at turn fighting. You'll be very good. The F-86 Sabres will give you a little bit of trouble in the turn fights. And if you see the 9.0 Sabres, it's hit or miss. They're going to be a lot more maneuverable than you will be, and they're going to retain energy a little bit better, but your nose should come around a little bit better than theirs. You really don't have to worry about too much for radar missiles, except the 8.3 French Vautour has 4 radar missiles with a actually very long-range radar. And I'm actually trying to spade that out so I can show you guys that. Kind of bring this back, videos down to a little bit more lower tiered, and maybe there's people stuck in there playing around in there, and just enjoy it. I spent a lot of time in the MiG-15s before a lot of stuff was added. I still think MiG-15s are about king of this BR. They don't really have, I think they gave them like A9B equivalents. I have to go back and check again. That might be something new they've added to them. But they're gunfighters. They are kings of the dogfighting at this range. No flares though, and most of the things you'll have in here with you will not have flares. A4s will have flares, and a few more of the American tech tree stuff, and some of the Swedish stuff I think has flares. So there's some in there. Now the up tiers are kind of atrocious. You've got to stay low and basically do head-ons. Ettentard. It's going to be moving a little bit too quick for us to handle. Just an F-86. If it decides to turn in on us, no. Alright, F-86s must be doing some bombing runs. That's an A and that's a K. They do move really quick. Kai 200, that is a 163, just the Japanese version. Here's an A4H. Let's see here. It's moving too fast for me to dive on him, so I'm just going to keep going. What's crazy is about that 163. Just that first missile decided it's going weird. No clue why those did that. That may hit. No, it, I got a hit. That's a pretty good hit. A4H, come on. That's not going to hit, he's turning. These missiles are really easy to dodge. Not really supposed to rely on them. We do get a hit on him. Put out our air brakes, and that's a aircraft down. Take our air brakes back. We're gonna get out of there. We got enough speed to go ahead and kind of reset the fight. We burned a lot of ammo there. You can go through it quite quick. A4H is not necessarily something that's terribly dangerous at this BR. More concerned with that Kai 200 because of maneuverability. There's another G.91. And I almost hit a friendly. I'm just taking some of this energy we built up, going back over, and we're gonna go fly down. Took a few more losses than they did. Still not a lost game per se, but you get some kills in. And that was really weird. Those first two missiles not even going for the targets. That was strange. We know we hit the Kai 200. It's superficial damage. I know we got the tip of the wing. But anything you can do to reduce their maneuverability, because that's where they're going to get their kills in, is their maneuverability. We're going a little too quick. Here's another G91. Got a critical on him. No clue what we're critical. A4E should be a decently easy kill if we can get our guns on target. Got an assist. I'm going to keep the energy up. Don't want to go too terribly slow with that A29 around. A4E's trying to leave. We should be able to catch it up because I think we are just slightly faster than him. Looks like he turned around. I'm not going to go for that Vator. That is an A4E early. They do have flares, decent armament. They're really good at ground pounding. Kind of throw some stuff out there. Got another critical. No clue what the critical was on. We're going to drop our speed a little bit. And we broke our wing. Like I said, you can still break your wings in this. And that was with my air brakes out. Question is, can we make it back to base now? We may be able to. This reminds me of Old War Thunder, where you could actually fly with half a wing. Maybe he'll think we're still going for him and not try to come around and kill us. We're going to have to do some tapping. Okay, we still got people alive on our team. We just want to act like we're going in for the kill. Not really doing. We just kind of want to scare him off. We know he's going bombing, which means he's going to be a lot lighter and maneuverable after that run. Yes, please keep going forward. Alright. One wing kill, y'all. Here it comes. He's going to lightly turn. He is going for the base. Got us hit. He is flaring. Good call. And he's down. Take our happy one wing self, or half a wing self, I should say, back to base. It's been quite a while since I've done something like this. Alright, so where is the airfield? It's going to be to my right. Is that it right there? Yes. Alright, so here's the problem. We need to stay fast to stay alive, to keep ourselves airborne. But we're needing to go in and land at a much slower speed. So we're going to go ahead and cut our throttle here. We're going to try to get it around 400. Because I don't think we're going to be able to do the whole landing gear thing. Yep, see, it's wanting to roll to our left. Ourselves about 40%. Air brakes again. Try to get below that 400 area. We're going to attempt it. We are going to make an attempt. Okay. We're not going to do any flaps. That's going to cause us to spin. Yeah, I think 300 was actually the, oh no. Okay. It's alright. Air brakes. We're going in for a belly landing. Landing like a pro. Landing like a pro. Turn off the engine. Fire our guns to just kind of slow us down a little bit. And we get to repair. That's all we needed. Alright, we are one of 4 people left against 3 of theirs. We've got this. This game's in the bag. An amazing landing like that. We can do this. Make sure I'm recording. Yes. Because usually when I do cool stuff like this, I'm not recording. Now, generally, I would have died. I did not expect to get that kill with half a wing. So, yeah. That was pretty fun. Today's actually been quite an interesting day. Went around doing some things earlier, trying to get some more work in, and quite an eye-opener today with the community that I live in, which kind of cements more my ideas that I need to move from this community. It has been quite interesting, I'll say it that way. But yeah. We have a bomber left, MiG-15, 2 MiG-15s. Okay, so we should have this in the bag. I think that's the MiG-15-ish bish still? No, this and a regular MiG-15. So the Russian and the German MiG-15 still incredible dogfighters. Tu-4, I'm surprised, has been able to actually kill stuff. I want to say Tu-4, what is it? 8 something? It's either 8.0 or it's like 8.7. I know for some reason they decided, hey, the Tu-4 needs to be up to where you get to see jets. So, no clue why. Wait, did I roll? What airfield did I land at? Did I land at the actual, like, big airfield? Yeah, okay. It worked, we lived. Got our missiles back. I wonder if they're still going to do that weird thing where they're just not going anywhere near the target I fired at. But they are AIM-9Bs, so they are subject to some wonky stuff. Now, I will say in this, I've gotten, I think, 3 to 4 aces in this, and this is back when it first came out. I played it to my heart's content, and then, like most other things I collect, I let it sit back and collect dust. And whenever they make some changes, then, you know, you come back. Looks like that 15 bis is trying to bleed some speed. I can't remember if they've got air brakes or not. I know I spent a huge amount of time on them back in the day. Tu-4, he's making a return. So that means they more likely have 1 bomber, 3 fighters. In this case, we're going to climb. That way we've got, you know, kind of authority over the map. Basically it's saying, hey, I can pick and choose my targets at that point because I've got the altitude, they don't. We know there's an F-86 over there. They will be quicker than us, depending on their loadout. So if they've got bombs, then we should be able to just go and kind of pick them off. Excuse me, my throat's clogged up a little bit. Maybe he's trying to go for those 2 bases over there. My keen vision on a maxed out crew apparently is not wanting to work. There's an F-86. We really don't want to do a head-on. But if we can get behind him, we have a possibility of dropping a missile on him. More than a possibility, but the possibility of that missile hitting is what's questionable. Okay, I think he's got a bomb loadout, so we'll get within 2 kilometers, launch the first one. He knows we're here. Go ahead and get a box on him. That's just me selecting that. Okay, I don't want to tear my wings again, so we're going to take it a little bit easier on this. Yeah, AIM-9Bs. What he's trying to do is get me slow for his buddy up there, and we're going to break off. Yep. One thing I can do that the F-86s can't do is turn relatively well. Much like that. We're going to climb back up a little bit, and I call that a maneuver kill. Here comes his buddy. Wait till he gets a little bit closer, and then we're going to turn hard, drop air brakes, air flaps, combat flaps, because, hey, we can do that. He can't. Bring your air brakes back in. He knows the game. Don't turn. I've still got missiles. Or don't go forward. I've still got missiles. What's great about this is I know I can outmaneuver him. There's a hit on his wingtip. That's perfect. He's getting way too slow, and we have enough thrust to kind of hover around this 400. He has to keep turning if he doesn't want to die to an A9B. So, and that may be the end of him, and it is. So, we played to our strengths. We knew the strengths of our opponents, and they played into our hands. The maneuver kill was hilarious. I can't remember which command is. Okay, now I don't want to do a head-on with this guy. Yep, that was a radar missile. Am I below 600? Yes. Turn my combat flaps on. There's a MiG-15 BIS. I think it's T-17. There we go. So, he goes fast and well in a straight line. I do not. I turn better than he does. So we're going to have to play this out. We're going to want to get him down low and turning so I can bleed off that energy. Got to turn a little bit. So this is kind of like a P-38 versus, not necessarily a Zero, but something that can turn well. He's coming back down, and we're going to turn. And we're kind of make a little bit of a large turn so he can't get guns quite on us. And he overshoots once more, because hey, we turn, he does not. That's probably not going to catch him, because these are relatively slow missiles, and he is out-accelerating that missile. So that A9B is actually keeping up a lot more than I thought it would, but it's only got like 20 seconds of guidance time, so we're not really going to worry about getting the missile kills. The MiG-15 should be able to out-accelerate and outpace that Vator. That's basically what it is, it's a Vator. And we could hit ground targets to end this, but this is kind of fun. Do I have my air brakes out? No. I just need to gain a little bit of speed, so we're going to kind of hit the deck a little bit. The best he can do is boom and zoom versus us. So P-38 versus Zero, basically. Same conundrum. I can't get up to where he's at. He can't get down to where I'm at. I'm going to try to not take as aggressive turns fighting this guy. And the game ends due to a normal ticket bleed. 3 kills. There we go. So, we had some pretty good dogfights there. We flew back with half a wing. And it was fun. So, we made a decent chunk of scratch. I'll start using that word again, scratch. Yes, I am grinding the IL-2. I'm going for the MiG-27BN. It's still usable. Now, this was basically an equal tier game. I think there's a few things lower in there. But in an up tier, you are going to struggle. You get to play with the same strengths you had here, just dodging a lot more missiles. Now, you don't burn super hot. So you don't necessarily have to cut your engine. You just have to turn kind of hard and kind of keep a little bit of speed up to dodges. Now, you see an AV-8, something that's got like A9Ls. If they get behind you, even turning, you basically have to go cold completely, cut your thrust altogether, and just pray that they don't hit you. And you don't get rocket pods to mount as usable flares. There used to not be a lot of this stuff here. They've added, oh, they do have rocket pods now. Okay, I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. I'm wrong. But yeah, you could run that, but just run the 4 missiles. And these are unfortunately not radar missiles. These are keyboard-guided MCLOS missiles for air-to-air. So back in the day, there was a lot more bombers in the game, which this might have been useful for, but no longer that. You can actually drop one of these machine guns if you want to be a little bit lighter, but I'd rather have 1,200 rounds of ammo, because like I said, it takes more than a few hits for the 50 cals to kill. This is a great plane, tech tree or premium. It's the same thing as far as Italy goes and Germany goes. That's going to be the same exact jet. Where's theirs at? G.91. 2 variants. It is the R1. So, same exact thing in the tech tree modifications. Like I said, just leave your booster out altogether. It does tend to rip your wings easier. Oh yeah, their premium, same exact thing as the German premium. They just don't have the amazing skin that helps you get kills, because, you know, rule of cool wins all the time. Well guys, I hope this is a little bit of an informative video and got to see that these things can still do what they're supposed to. As long as you know what you're going up against, and you're not getting super high tiered, which last night I was getting more than a few high tier games, and it was quite aggravating to go into a game and seeing Harriers and things of that like that have flares, and more than a few of them, and have better missiles than you do. So, so just play to your strengths. And those higher tier games, stay low and quick as you can. Try to go cold when something with the better missiles go after you, and just use your turning advantage. Drop your air brakes, get below 600, turn on your flaps, and go from there. But all right, guys, until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.